Listen, this game is literally only as fun as you make it. That's on both sides of Killer and Survivor. And I will say this: if you are a Survivor main, just have your fun. Just jump in lockers, mess around with Killer. Just have your fun. Like, stop taking this game so seriously, especially if you got like my kind of hours. I've been playing this game for 5 years, 8,000 hours in. And there's no pleasing the community. This is one of the worst, if not for me personally, the worst community I've ever seen. The entitlement from both sides of Killer and Survivor, more so Survivor. And I'm a Survivor man saying this. And like there's a reason why, like I say this, play with friends if you can. But there's a reason why I don't play with people here, because in this community, it's like people want you to play the way they want you to play. And when I tell you just like the most toxic, the straight up, no accountability, you're bad, you're this, you're that, all this stuff. You mostly see that from the Survivors. And see, Killer's already coming from a deficit of being liked because they are Killer. It's just their role. Their role is for them to be, a D-head, where they may have to tunnel you out the game. And you may say, oh, well, it's not them being a D-head, it's them playing their role and doing what they got to do. And I agree. But the point is that when I started to play this game for fun and remember this game is a survival horror game, this is when I have the most fun. I'm hiding in a locker, which guys, we have lockers to use. Lockers is not to be, hey, I'm going to tell on you that you're in the locker and you're not doing it and you're trying to like break the wall of like, hey, how the dynamic between you and the killer should behave. Because a lot of the times killers and survivors will work together to get that one survivor that's hiding in the locker. And you'll say, oh, well, they're doing a good. That's not how that works. You actually get reported for that if they even look at it. But like, that's actually something that's not okay to do in the game, right? If I'm not, and now like, and it's crazy because you'll have survivors do that, right? But a lot of the times it's them trying to hide in a locker themselves, and I just beat them to it. And then they'll get upset, and that's when they'll try to spam it and try to keep opening it as if they don't see me using it, right? And it's like, but you can't get mad at them if they use flashlights, right? Like if they're doing flashlight saves and they're following the chase and they're not being productive. I got Pebble, I got, there's times I use Deception, I use all of these things, right? But then you are just following the chase and you're gambling on if you're going to even make the flashlight save. Okay. And as if the killer haven't already brought Franklin's at this time. So to me, it's the survivors that make it unfun. Killers, yes, they can tunnel you out the game. They usually go after the weaker link of the team. But for the most part, it's like, yeah, they may also play Legion, and you don't feel like mending the entire game, like a mending simulator. They may play the Knight, which the Knight to me is a bot of a killer in itself. The direction of the dev wanted to like raise the kill rates. I don't know what to tell you, because on average, you cannot tell me the average team is beating the Knight. I'm not talking about a comp team that have, all these, restrictions and stuff like that. I'm talking about like a literal team, like an average team. They're not beating the Knight. Like, there's a lot of average survivors with Swift that's not beating Killer. And I just need y'all to understand that's just how that is, right? Is at the end of the day, you just have to do what makes you happy. And it took me a while to learn that. I am not trying to sweat this game. I'm not trying to grind this game. Y'all have to get to the point where you just do you, and that's it. Because even when you do try, ironically, you're still going to lose, because you're still going to get random teammates that may not have your kind of hours, or you know what I mean? And then they're new and they're scared, and then they're not trying to, get seen by the killer, and you're doing all of this, and now you're getting more frustrated with your own teammates, which is why they'll say the saying, your teammates are the real killers, survivors are the real killers, right? Because killers are going to be killers. So, again, the betrayal never came from the enemy. You know what to expect from Killer. The only thing that made Killer boring to me, in my opinion, outside of having boring killers, obviously, like, Dracula, Xenomorph, you're damn if you take the window and you get hit, you're damn if you drop the pallet and get hit, you're damn if you don't do anything, you still get basic attacked. Is the fact that, I didn't like being slugged out. I'm glad they changed that, right? At least they did that, and they got that out the way. Because now I don't have to worry about waiting 4 minutes. And if I DC, I get a penalty, but if I don't, I get to have the killer just dry hump. It's less stress, dude. I've never played this game like that before, where it's like I just do not care. I do what I want to do. Right, I got the Goofy Dwight skin on, the Mummy skin. I play with my Nia, and I just like I'm not taking this game seriously ever again. Have a good time. If you find teammates cool that want to do something, have a good time. Like, just play and just gleefully have fun. Okay, like Tofu said, survivors made this game about looping and mind gaming. They have lockers for this stuff. They have lockers you can use. I'm not saying never do gens. Like, I have a strat. Like, think about it. Like, if I'm throwing pebbles, I'm creating distraction and scratch marks and noise so the killer can come find where that noise is. And usually because killers can see generators in red aura, they'll be able to see, like, I'm doing it around the generator, so that way I'm not just like doing it anywhere. I'm doing it where likely the killer will come and check. Okay, and then I can continue to move around. I'll even throw in an urban invasion. It's really good because if killer's checking around that area, I can quickly, without running or creating sounds, okay, and move around quietly, and then the killer just can't find me. And then they're getting distracted, they're getting more frustrated. And then if I have teammates that's not hopefully 3genning us, at least that's productivity and that's helpful. And again, I'll have teammates that may not understand what's going on, but it's happening, versus you're just thinking like, oh well, he's not doing anything, he's just goofing off, right? But even if I was just goofing off, so what? I am done trying to people please in this community. You cannot please them. This is by far one of the worst community I've ever been a part of. So I just do not care. I have my most fun, but I just do not care. The way they create killers and update them and rework them, and redesigning maps and stuff like that, you're just never gonna win. As Survivor, you're not meant to beat killers. The word is called Dead by Daylight. That's the first word in the title of the game. Dead by Daylight. So just have a good time, have fun, meme around, play your game. It's even better if you can play with friends and people. If you can do that, that'd be even better. But that's all I got to say today. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. And yeah, probably about to play some DBD and mess with some more killers. I wish we could choose maps again, because I would use that Midwich. I love doing a head-on in Midwich. It's so fun, dude.